Hello everybody, it's Michael Albany of Michael Albany Photography coming back at you with another tutorial from another popular image on my website. You may have seen this particular image in a black and white version. It's a picture of my father taken in 2007 when he was here for a reunion of his naval buddies, and this is 62 years after the end of World War II. We happened to be at the Independence Memorial, and just saw my father sitting there with the flag in the background. I just thought it was a really nice shot, so I went in and grabbed that shot as quick as I could. I laid down on the floor and took a shot at it, and he didn't even know I was taking it. But the first thing I want to do with this image is, obviously the first thing we want to do is we want to duplicate this image. And just by dragging that down and boom, or doing Control J or Command J on a Mac. And the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these lights in the background. So I'm going to shrink my healing brush tool down. Make sure I have the healing brush selected. I'm going to right about there, and I'm just going to click and drag right over these on this layer and just get rid of the lights back there. I find them kind of distracting. They kind of bother me. I know they're original part of the image, but I don't like them. I think they're just too bright and too distracting, and we can easily just get rid of them just by going like this. And poof, they're gone, no more distraction. I'm going to get this one, so I got to zoom into that area there. And grab our healing brush tool again. Oh, didn't quite get rid of these once we look a little closer. And then this one right there. There we go, that's better. And then we'll Control or Command 0 again. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can make an image black and white. I found that the defaults on the adjustments layer, by selecting the black and whites in adjustment layer and maybe just pumping up the reds in this, well, actually let's select lighter first and then bring the reds up. You can see how that really lightens up the flag in the background and smooths out his skin a little bit. Now what we're going to do is, while we're still on the mask and the mask is still selected, we're going to select our paintbrush tool, and we're going to go in here, and under our brush we have the master diameter in this case set to about 30. We're going to jump that up to about 40. And our hardness is at 10%. Now the reason for that is, when it's set to 10% or even 0, you can go right up here to the edge and really just paint right along the edge of these and mask out the area that is the flag. And you can get really close to other objects within your image, in this case my father's face, and just really kind of paint in the color that you want in there. And if we just go over the stripes of the flag and bring that red out like so, and we want to go over the star field to make sure we capture some of that blue, and although it doesn't look like we're capturing it, trust me, we are. And get the rest of this red right up to the edge here and bring that down the bottom. And you see how close we can actually get to things without actually painting and creating the mask over them. If you look over on the right and look at the mask layer, you can see once I release the mouse, it'll show where our mask is and how much we've done. And we just get right around that nose of his, which I was lucky enough not to inherit. You can see, and get that part in there. A little closer to his hair up here. There we go. And you can see where the mask is, how we've just painted him out. You see there's little dots in there. And we're just going to go in and clean that up just a little bit. And that's all we got to do. Bring this down here. Make sure we get all the stripes, because that's the important part. And what we're going to do is, that's a little strong. It's a little bold. I don't particularly want that much color in that. I think it takes away from the image in this case because it's too strong. So now what I do is I go ahead and select our layer again, and I put another adjustment layer on. This time I want to do a hue and saturation layer, and I'm going to bring that saturation down to about -60. Maybe we'll grow up to about -55. And you see that we have a little bit of color to show Old Glory there, but we still have the black and white feel of my father. And it gives it the black and white feel, it gives us a little color in the background on the flag, And that's basically what I wanted to play with. I hope you enjoyed our tutorial today. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by michaelalbany.com and shoot me an email. And in the meantime, until next time, happy shooting.